Hello, my name's Matt Richardson. I'm a stand-up comedian and sometimes TV presenter. If I was going to give 3 pieces of advice to anyone doing stand-up comedy, it would be only do it if you really like admin and driving, because it's about 95% of the job. Only a tiny amount of it is on stage, shoot 20 minutes a night, and the rest of it is kind of like booking gigs and driving around. Write as much as you can and gig as much as you can, because the more you gig, the better you get quicker. And if you can do all that, then you're absolutely fine. I got noticed by an agent because I did well in a competition in a comedy festival, so the Bath Comedy Festival. I got noticed off the back of that. But if you're kind of doing quite well, if you're gigging loads and writing loads and you're doing really well at gigs, then naturally agents come to you. You don't really have to approach people. You can, but people kind of start to see you, and agents go to loads of gigs. Like, people are very aware of who's good and who's doing really well. So it's kind of just be as good as possible is the best piece of advice you can have. To get your CV to stand out, it's quite unusual, because in comedy it's not about like what you've done before, because every comedy club or booker will want you to do things for free to prove you to them. So there are clubs that won't book you even though you're doing like every other gig for money. They won't book you until you've gone to do 10 minutes for them for no money. And although you do have a comedy CV with like the awards you've won, you know, press quotes, the gigs you're doing, quite often you'll send it to someone, they'll go, that's great, we're gonna have to get you in to prove yourself unpaid before you can go on to the next stage. And then you work your way through the stages at the clubs, like, so from 10 minutes to another 10 minutes to 20 minutes to then a whole weekend of gigs, like, and that's how it works. You don't really have a CV that can impress people. It's more you trying to get your foot in the door by going, I promise I can do better than you think I can, please let me prove it. And that's how you do it in the industry.